Okay, are you gonna say bye to Maeve?
Mommy.
Okay, we gotta go, okay?
One more fish.
One more fish? Here, you wanna come with Mama?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. Potato? Okay guys, so we have made it to the airport. We got here at 6 a.m. and now we are boarding our 7:05 flight to Gatwick. We are making our way back to the USA. I can't believe it, it's been so long. Basically a 30-minute delay. So we're just sitting here waiting. Oscar gets as much TV time as he wants. We're not going to fight him. Whatever it takes. But yeah, this is our setup. Today we are flying Norse Airlines from Gatwick to Orlando. We are here really early. The earliest you can actually check in is 4 hours before your flight. I'm in line right now. It's almost 10, makes it almost 4 hours before our flight takes off. There's a line, so I just got in line thinking by the time I get there it's gonna be 10. Cameron is with Oscar, they're walking around. Oscar is already sleepy. I think he's gonna fall asleep soon, so I honestly want to get through security and get him somewhere napping before he falls asleep. So I'm hoping we can get that done and get through security. For whatever reason, we couldn't get our boarding passes on our app. We have to be here to check in. I don't know if anyone else has ever had that on Norse before. We don't have any check bags, so I don't know. We're just here and we're gonna get it, and hopefully he doesn't fall asleep while I'm doing this. We're checking in. Cameron and Oscar had to be there, so I had to call them and they had to come. 2 of our carry-ons are too heavy. So we're currently just full bags open, trying to figure out what we're gonna do with all our stuff. So yeah, let's do that. Okay guys, they're packed. Let's go see if it works. More what? No, you had enough cookies. You had enough fruit, green beans. Lemons. No, you're not eating a lemon. Some grapes? Hey guys, okay, so Oscar is sleeping right now, right here, in the stroller, and we are just set up like right in the hub of everything. I just thought if it's gonna be loud everywhere, like we might as well just be in it and let Oscar sleep in the loudness. So that's what we're doing. We just checked in for Norse. That took a little bit of time. Unfortunately, our bags were overweight. I thought it was 14 kilograms, ended up being 10. So both of our bags were over by like 3 or 4 pounds, or 3 or 4 kilograms. So anyways, we had to like switch things around. So they're very strict on the suitcases. Well, being like a low fare carrier, international like this, or any low fare carrier, of course you're going to run into that problem, is the bag situation. They were really nice though. Like as I was leaving, like, and they were like, your bags are too heavy, I was like, oh shit, like, okay, we'll just leave and we'll repack and then we'll get back in queue. And she's like, don't even get back in queue, like just stand right here and just take the next available person. And I was like, oh sweet. I do think like the person you're interacting with does matter. The first person I interacted with was a young female, and as nice as she was, maybe doesn't understand children or maybe doesn't have children. The second lady I interacted with when we came back after our bags were good, she was of older age. I am just gonna assume maybe she has children, maybe she has grandchildren, because she was so nice. She told us Norse's colors were picked out by the CEO's daughter. She was so nice with our little toddler, and so I think she kind of understood where we were coming from as parents traveling with an infant or a toddler. So sometimes it's just the luck of the draw, the person that you come and interact with, but she was just really, really nice to us. So shout out to that older woman that helped me and our family, because FYI, our bags were still overweight. And she let us still go because I told her it was diapers, which it kind of was. We're supposed to see where our gate is in 2 minutes. I want to go to the gate and ask them if maybe they have upgrades for cheap. I swear online the minimum was £525. When I was checking in before we got through security, she told me it was 400 pounds. And I'm like, whoa. So I wonder if there's still premium seats available, what they will be asking them at the gate. It would be great for a 9.5 hour flight to get to pay like 100 pounds each to just upgrade to premium. So I would do that, but we'll see. I'm currently looking for food. We need one substantial meal. We're gonna go check out this W.H. Smith. Okay, Gatwick Airport, two things. Lots of food options, but also there's no soft play area for the kids anymore in South Terminal. Like what? We're on the flight now. I wanted to grab food because typically I bring food for Oscar. I didn't do it this time because we're traveling for so long. I didn't feel like it was safe enough to do that with him. I was gonna get chicken nuggets. I went to go look at the board. It said it was boarding our plane. Of course I got anxious, so I was like, oh, we gotta go back. I gotta go get everyone to come back. Could have gotten the chicken nuggets, but it was fine. But I didn't. But we have our food that we did bring. And you can buy food on the plane, but why would you do that when you can just bring your food? But this is what we brought. So we brought a bunch of blueberries and grapes. This was pretty much full and now it's half, so that was good. I brought half a loaf of bread that I made yesterday, and now we're down to one slice. Granola bars. This is Oscar's type of granola bar that he really likes, so I bought like a bunch of packages of this, and for me and Cameron, I brought like more oat barry. I don't know if I can find them. Like these ones, these are so good. I don't know if they have it in America, but they are so good. Tons of cookies. Don't need this many cookies. We had a whole package, and instead of lighting a bag and putting all the open cookies in, I just got this. So we have this. We have a whole package of crackers. This is appropriate, I think, even though it's still a lot. A thing of lemons because we love lemon waters. I bought a half a bag of green beans. Oscar was just devouring these just a little bit ago. Because I didn't bring protein, I was like, oh, I'll just bring beans. I didn't really think it was protein, but I think someone, Cameron, corrected me and was like, no, there's protein in that. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So this is Oscar's vegetable and protein. And the last thing I brought, which I guess it doesn't need to be in this container anymore, is plums. Oscar loves plums. And we brought, which we didn't need to, chips. Unfortunately though, Oscar has tasted the chips, and even though they're extremely vinegary, Oscar loves them. So we're keeping them for him just in case he really wants them. So my backpack is typically just food. I bring them maybe the iPad, Oscar's headphones, our waters, my camera. So by the time we are done with like a day of like traveling, my backpack is much lighter. This is all kind of the food that I typically always bring on a flight. Another thing is the upgrades. Checked online, it was $525 minimum upgrade bid. That was a bid online that you could do. Asked at the desk, and they said it was $400. And I checked right when we got onto the plane. I asked the flight attendant that was checking tickets and direct people, and he said it was $350 to be upgraded. The more steps you went, it got cheaper. So if you want to upgrade and it looks pretty empty, you can kind of risk it until the very, very last minute. If you're gonna do the upgrade, maybe just go from the get-go, because then you can like pre-order your own food. You can take advantage of all the perks. It wasn't worth it for us. If it was, like I said, if it was like 100 pounds each to upgrade, maybe we would have considered it. But honestly, we have our own row. We're all happy here, so that's good. Cabinets above, they were packed when we got on. We were like the last ones on. Oscar was sleeping. We were just letting him sleep as long as possible. So I scooted my suitcase into our row, up against the wall, covered it up with like a blanket and my carrier that I carry Oscar in really quick. We're just gonna leave it there because it's kind of like a nice footstool for him, and I think it'll come in handy when we go to sleep later on. It's kind of like one of those inflatable beds that they have for kids nowadays. It's unsafe. It's pretty tight in there. I don't think it's going anywhere, and it's not getting anyone else's like area. So I don't know. Maybe don't do that. So far, it's a pretty normal flight. Just all the add-ons. Headphones. Bring your headphones. Those headphones I think are like 5 or 6 pounds. It's like $10, and they're just like a little whatever. So bring your own headphones. Even if you have to go buy cheap way to get across the Atlantic. For 3 one-way tickets, we paid $6.14. The seat and the flight itself was great, but you have to be at the airport early to check in to get your boarding pass so that they can check your luggage, and your luggage has to be perfect because if not, you're going to get charged. The rest of our flight was pretty much us trying to get Oscar to sleep for about an hour, which he did for 3, and then we all just try to get home in one piece after that. Good night, guys, and we will see you next week. Are you comfy?